It is working. Well, hey guys, it's me, Samara Broere here. And basically, for this rantling isn't going to be a very nice, cheery topic things. And again, whenever my rant's all cheery and stuff, because normally I do rant-wise stuff on things like Donald Trump or Hunter Avalon or even other things like terrorist attacks. Yeah, the thing is that this video is basically on my dad, and on Christmas Eve what happened was early on for my dad, my brother Jack was basically being a pet in the neck. He was like basically going and bossing me around, basically being the normal horrid self he is at times when he's at my dad's and even here at my mom's. And he basically told me to put his phone on charge. But then, like, seconds later, he went, no, give it to me. And then he told me to put it off charge, which I did. And afterwards, what happened was that the phone wouldn't turn on and stuff. And basically, Jack was going on, oh, well done, you broke my phone, can't believe you broke my phone. And basically, I just snapped out. And yelled, what you want on it? Because, heck, you asked for me to give you your phone. I gave you your phone. Which then afterwards, and then burst in, and he just went and pushed me onto my desk, and basically, I don't know if he basically had me like up against, sort of like, well, got me sort of up against like this, and it was like thingy with my throat, and he was basically fuming, and he was saying that apparently I was like going and raising my hand to whoop towards my little brother Jack, which I wasn't, because there's a bit of a difference between verbally losing your temper and basically wanting to beat the shit out of someone. And my dad said if I did it again, then he would wind up phoning the police on me, giving me a criminal record for assaulting a minor, and that he would throw me out of the house. And on top of that, And he also said that he would beat the living shit out of me. And the thing is, for years and years and years, both me and my little brother Jack know that my dad has a temper. I mean, heck, my dad's temper I think is now so out of control at times that basically he in his rage, when Jack is doing things like spitting out lies, trying to get me in trouble for shit I don't do, that I could even wind up getting hospitalized and he might not even care, he might not even give a shit. Because what Jack says is apparently the ultimate truth, especially when it comes to my mum, as she basically thinks that, in a sense, Jack is a darling little angel who can never do any wrong. And also in my dad's rage, not only was he in effect pretty much threatening me not only with jail time and maybe even bodily harm, but he was also hurling transphobic insults at me, saying that apparently I was as feminine as he is the Pope, because apparently women never ever lose their temper. Right. Honestly. It's almost like now both of my parents are indefinitely in. I also feel like both my parents are reaching varying degrees of transphobia. Not to mention, and they believe Jack so much that they could basically be like one moment away from going and disowning me over something Jack says. And anyways, pretty much the reason why my dad and my mom did get divorced, according to my mom at least, was I think in effect that my mom couldn't control my dad's temper anymore. I mean, heck, one thing which I haven't told you guys is how bad my dad's temper can be. I mean, heck, there was one occasion where he went in, and this is basically where and me and my mom and the rest of the family had a pet dog called Star, and basically she was in her cage over in the kitchen, and for Dad he basically was losing his temper. He then proceeded to throw a chair at the dog cage, and fortunately the dog cage was closed, otherwise if it wasn't, then the chair could have hit the dog, and the chair basically went and smashed the dog cage. To which then afterwards, he then picked the chair up again, and then threw it at the oven. Which then what happened afterwards was that my mom had to replace the oven. And as the oven door had been smashed, this hurt seat of the chair. And on another occasion, and it was basically during the divorce thing, basically it was at my Oma and Opa's house, and for that, and he was basically losing his temper, and he went and picked up the lantern, and he threw it across the room, right in front of Oma, Opa, me, and Jack, and it hit a mirror which was next to Oma and Opa's TV, and the mirror smashed, and my dad then stormed down, slapped the door, and then the front door, leading both me and Jack to burst into tears. It's within moments after he left. And basically, the most recent one was with me, where he was threatening to beat the living shit out of me, and he threatened me, flew me up against my bedroom desk, and sort of, I don't know if you could say, basically anything hit me by the throat. Honestly. And for me, the problem is I'm stuck there. Honestly. Part of me is afraid that the oldest that one day we're going to tell the lie to go and get me into trouble. Dad just loses his shit, and then he beats me up so badly that I'm basically laying in a hospital bed fighting for my life. And he is basically doesn't really care if I kick the bucket, and is basically talking with the police. He's going and trying to file charges against me on hitting a minor. And that is basically the ultimate fear I have. Honestly. I mean, I can't exactly move out because I have nowhere else to go. Part of me is sort of living in the fear of my dad because of his temper. As he basically does things like threaten to give bodily harm, there's a thing threatening to beat the living shit out of somebody counts as threatening bodily harm. And then there would be other things like smashing things and throwing objects across rooms. At one point in time, my mom even had to phone the police on my dad when he was allegedly trying to kick the front door of my mom's old house off its hinges. So that's the kind of temper my dad had. Basically, my mom says that the reason why she divorced him was basically because of his temper. So pretty much for me, hopefully the next rant video will be a bit more cheery. And hopefully I won't end up in a hospital bed fighting into basically not going to heaven. And whilst my dad is person in charge goes off on me with the police. After he was beaten bullied and shit out of me to the point I need hospitalization. And courtesy of my little brother telling a lie to basically somehow get enjoyment from my misery and have my dad go and lose his temper again. So, anyways, if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You can comment on whatever you like down below, and if you want to, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, anyways, bye.